Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. We are currently at one of our new stations, the freight yard, where we turn planks or lumber into planks, sending it right across the map on the southern side over to make this into tools. How the wood turns into steel, I have no idea. Perhaps it's just wooden tools and the icons are a little bit wrong. As you can see, this train in particular is not very full at all, but we are looking to change that. In fact, the entire premise of today's video is going to be trying to get a lot of these things out of the red. So make sure you stay tuned for me doing some efficiency management and trying to see where we can improve and turn things around and turn those losses into profits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by ignoring this, because this has only just started, so it is going to take a little bit of time to obviously turn a profit. What I am going to do in the meantime is I'm going to have a look at this, and you can see I've already got it set up for us to figure out what is what. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, those, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm not sure what that one is, but those 4 there are the new ones, so we are going to just see what's going to happen. In fact, West Tools has just come up. That is a fairly new one, but not all too new. But you can see that there is a lot, and I do mean a lot, of red over here. Now, admittedly, the blues are great, because if you have a look at our finances, how do I do that? This one. If you have a look at our finances, you can see that in the, well, this works on weird quarters now because of what I've done here with the date speed. But if you take a look at this, work it over the 4 periods that we have, we made a profit of 11 million in this one, but you can see the investments that we had. You can see though, in terms of, in fact, let's just look at this. This is, here we go, profits just on the railways. 48 million, 36 million, 44 million, 51 million. So we are making plenty of money. In fact, that's just dropped 43 million. But our road is one that is losing out massively. And of course, the investments did have a massive hit. So let's see if we can improve upon 43 million. That is our goal, or 44 million. That is our goal. So let's have a look at where we can improve. Let's jump right to the top. We'll ignore South Tools. We're going to ignore the wood runs for now. We're going to take a look at Miami Fuel. Let's jump over to Miami Fuel to begin with. In fact, if I do that and that should keep that fairly small. There we go. Right, Miami Fuel. So that is the run that goes from here over to here. Now, why is it losing this amount of money? Let's find out. Let's have a look at the finances. So you can see that it is not doing all too well. There you can see that the profits on occasion do surpass the expenses, but not often. Certainly not often. So we need to figure out what to do with this particular one. So Miami Fuel, which is now gone and made a profit. Where is it? Miami Fuel. There it is. So it is currently running a very old train that has running costs of 1.7 million a year. Okay, and I think that there is potential here to improve the actual train itself. So there we go. That could be our managed vehicle. That could be our fix for this. If we replace the vehicle, so it's currently running a mogul, it looks like. Yep, 260 mogul, top speed 47 miles per hour. We can bring that up to a 10-wheeler, which is what we need. Let's have a look at the running costs for these. Does it say what the running costs would be? Lifespan, build date. Oh, there it is. So this has definitely got more in the way of running costs. But it is faster. That is interesting. And does this take a full train as well? That's the other thing. It does not. Perhaps being able to take a full load of cargo might help this out. And the tank cars that it uses has running costs of 34k. These have running costs of 93, but this can take 7, this can take 12. For this, we're running 120, which is... how many of those is that running? So that's 1, 2... wait a minute. Oh, they're the new ones. Because there's only 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the new ones, so it doesn't matter. That really does not matter. How do we improve this particular setup? Let's see, where is it now? There it is, minus 505. As it comes in, what does it do? Minus 51. What? Okay, so all it really needs is to be able to carry more, or have more going in. So this is at 57. We need this to be at about 100. That is the goal. What are you lot carrying? Okay, perhaps these can improve. If these improve, then maybe we will be able to handle more going through here. There's 70 there, 71 now. It isn't enough. That is where it's losing out. We need to be able to take 120 in there. Okay. And let's have a look around everywhere. What are we looking at here? Are you full? You are carrying 61. You are overflowing. You're carrying 62. And you're on your way in, and how much is here already? There's 42, 43, 44. Okay. 218. I have an idea. This one is very profitable. Now, this is probably interesting because you guys thinking, well, wait, we were turning the reds into blues. Well, we are, because if I improve this route, theoretically, that should improve the other route. So let's go ahead and try that. And to do that, I'm going to go for the 10-wheelers. I'm going to paint them in fact, no, black will do. And now I'm going to here we go. I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to initially do that, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I bring that down to 8, I'm initially going to bring that down to 8 because they are faster trains. We bring that down to 8. Let's see what happens. You're carrying 61 of 96 now, but at a much faster rate. So you can see here, that's had 61. This is now only going to pick up about 55, maybe. 53, 54, 55, and it's picked it up. It's picked up 60. Okay. Perhaps I missed... well, actually, no. I haven't misjudged that one because we've got to work out once they've accelerated. This is still doing 49 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour. There we go. 31, 34. There we go. That is what I was after. So that's what I was expecting. 50, 55 being picked up. Oh, but it does keep going. Right, let's see how this copes. I'm very interested in seeing how this manages to cope. So we've got things coming in at a much faster rate now. In fact, that's doing 50. Why are you doing 50? Can you not go any faster than 50? Apparently you cannot. Right. Is that the limitation on the... Is that the limitation on the wagon? Did I not check that? Does the wagon have a limitation of 50 miles per hour? It does. Okay. In that case, we are actually going to edit these vehicles and add a tank car on every single one of them. There we go. And is it that this was also maxed out? I cannot remember. Yes, this is maxed out. There's not much else I can get out of this. Now I remember the issue. So we can get oil to this thing, but not quite fast enough. So we could bring that production right the way up to 400. At the moment it's 316. We can still improve upon this to 400. And that is what I need to be able to do. If I can improve this to 400, we've maybe just got a chance here of bettering what is going on. So the extra speed might just help us. 327, I want to keep an eye on this. There we go. Where's our... There it is. What are you carrying? 81, that's a little bit better. Still in the negatives though? No, that period was positive. So we do have a positive period there. We just need to manage to keep that up. You can see it has positive, 2 negatives, positive, 1 negative, positive, 2 negatives, positive, 2 negatives, positive. So we want to try and make that all positive the entire way through. How are you doing? There we go. That is better. Now we're looking at 90, maybe 95 being picked up. This is better. 95, there you go. Good. Can we up this production right the way to 400? 308. It is not doing it. Come on. 311, 312. I know it is possible. Okay, whilst that is doing what it needs to do, let's see if changing these trains out to be slightly faster, and by that I mean by 3 miles per hour, but certainly they will accelerate faster because they have more tractive effort on them, so they have more torque. That should be helpful as well. And maybe, just maybe, we might be able to handle some of these. Just maybe. Anyway, so whilst that is doing whatever it needs to do, let's have a quick peek at Miami. 934. No. We need to work on the emissions, but we will sort that out as the time comes. Let's have a look at what else we are losing massive amounts of money on. Let's ignore the South Tools. Oceanside. Let's go peek over to Oceanside. What is going on here? So we are losing vast amounts of money on this particular route. Now why is that? Is it just that there's too many? Okay, so I think we've got... Do we have 2 routes here? Need to see. Yes, we have 2 routes. Both of them lose money. One more than the other. So let's see if we can manage the vehicles, and let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles. Sell them. And let's see if that helps the route slightly. And similarly, in fact, no, I'll do... Can I do more than that? Let's get rid of a little bit more. There we go. Sell those. And then on Oceanside 2, Sell those. Let's see if that improves our revenue there, or our profits. Let's watch that for a moment and see what happens. Oh, we have a beep beep. That's a plane. Our first aircraft. Hello. Might use that at some point. I might just use that. Right. That's really poor still. Oh. What's happened here? We've had a road upgrade. Traffic lights, road upgrades. Look at this. Modern city. All sorts of road upgrades. We're watching it happen in front of our very eyes. Look at that. All these roads are upgrading. Are you going to upgrade? Come on. Any more? No more? Some more? No, apparently not. Surely you should upgrade. No, apparently it does not want to upgrade. Okay, so we've tried something with Oceanside. Let's see if that helps in any which way to reduce. I mean, I think that road now upgrades. I think there is a possibility for us to reduce it further. Let's reduce it further. There you go. That's further reductions there. Let's see if that helps in Oceanside. Right. What's next? Now, a lot of the passenger routes are problematic. So let's go jump over to Baltimore and have a look. It's the light route that is problematic in Baltimore. Now, both of them are. One more than the other. And again, it's interesting how these are problematic. I think this might be the whole issue with the problematic. That's probably it. So how do I fix this one? I'll tell you what. Let's manage the vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. Go away. Okay. So that should now somehow, I'm hoping that helps. Now the rate of this is slightly less now. Perhaps moving one of these vehicles, you, onto the other route there. 37 seconds, 29 seconds. That is a lot better. That is a lot better. And let's see if that helps somehow. I'm hoping it does. Okay, continuing on. Huntsville. Another massive one. You can see Oceanside's now starting to drop, which means it's slowly becoming more profitable. Very slowly. So Huntsville, I'm not sure why Huntsville is not. Both Huntsville 1 and 2 are not ideal. Again, I'm going to assume that this is due to the fact that, well, I guess people just are not using the public transport. Can we drop the frequencies? Look, how many people are waiting here? 1. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this by 4 and drop this by 5. That's what I'll do. Drop you by 4 and drop you by 5. There we go. 60 and 62 seconds, that should do. Right. So hopefully that helps. Look at all everything changing in front of our very eyes. So I'm hoping that will improve the profits on that, because the outgoings are much less. What's this? What are we looking at here? Poor for some reason. Terrible. so many people waiting at the station. There is a train coming to pick them up. That is full. Of course it is. Right. Next up. Again. Ah, here we go. So, Concord. Look at these. These ones are now moving away. So, Concord is now our worst one. Let's jump over to Concord. What is so horrible about your particular route? I guess hardly anybody uses these. So, I'll manage the line. No, I won't. That's wrong. Concord. Where's Concord 2? Let's have a look. Also struggling. So let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 off you. And 1, 2, 3 off you. What are we looking at line rates now? 70 seconds, 81 seconds. 5 jump you onto that one. You balance that out a little bit. 85 seconds, 69 seconds. And if I jump that back, what does it do? 72 and 80. Right, okay, well in that case you can stay as you are. Right, let's see if that helps anything in Concord. So there seems to be a lot of problems with the various passenger routes at the moment. In fact, I'm not sure what to do with the passenger routes. Let's look for... There's just a lot on the passenger routes that, in fact, the only ones that are... The only passenger routes on the road that are successful are McAllen, New York. Marietta is sort of, and Springfield sort of. The rest are just not in a good place. I wonder why that is. Let's try and fix New Orleans. Does New Orleans just have the one? It has 2. Let's try and fix these 2 because I think we can get those into positive numbers. If I go ahead and say manage vehicles and delete 1, 2, 3, and from New Orleans 1 do the exact same thing. There we go. Let's see if that helps bring this up. Again, I'm looking for around the 60-second mark. That's the mark I'm sort of after now. See if we can find things. See, this one is 28 seconds. Maybe that is just far too much. Maybe that is just way too much. So let's go ahead and drop those 2. What do we get now? St. Paul, 45 seconds. I could probably drop 1 more. Which is you. There you go. 60 seconds, bang on, great. Norwalk at 37 seconds. And it's not just, obviously, it's not just the time as well. It's also how many people are on the line. So if it was 37 seconds and the line was full, then great. But it isn't. Let's do that. Norwalk 1. Where's Norwalk 1? 33 seconds. There. How about that? 51 seconds. Could I get rid of 1 more? I'll leave it at 51. I will leave it at 51 there. Okay. Is that having any effect? Let's have a look. Are we having any effect? Baltimore is in the positive. Was that in the positive before? I do not know. Marietta is in the positive. New York is in the positive. I know that was. Springfield is in the positive, but it's very, very close to positive to negative. Let's pause that one. Let's just take a look at where things are now. New Orleans is now positive. That was negative. Baltimore, positive. I think that might have been negative. Marietta was positive. Norwalk 01 is positive. Springfield is... Now the problem with Springfield is there is a lot going on there. The only thing I can think of on this is getting rid of one single vehicle. Like that. There you go. That is my only solution for this. New Haven, same thing. Just a single vehicle reduced. Miami, I just do not know what to do with that one. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. 94, you probably need more on yours. These ones are okay. 20 seconds. Who's got 20 seconds? Newport. Alright. Let's sell one. Let's look for any that just have one on board. That's one. And I'll sell you. And I'll sell you. 27 seconds. Okay, now let's go for the twos. I'll sell you. 29 seconds. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with that one. Springfield 01 is another one that we can have a look at. I'll tell you what I'll do. Manage vehicles. I will get rid of one. That's one. That's one. That's one. And that's one. Sell. See what comes about of that. 82 seconds. Ah, that might have been a little bit too many. That's fine. I'll just duplicate one vehicle. There you go. Like so. How does that adjust it? Springfield 01. 72 seconds. Okay, maybe I'll need to get rid of one vehicle. There. That will do. Let's see if that improves anything on that side. So, what are we looking at now? Miami 01 is losing a lot. Does not have many passengers. And it is running at a rate of 40 seconds. So let's remove just one vehicle and see what happens. There. 44 seconds. I think we can look to remove one more vehicle. In fact, that one is the one that's going. 49 seconds. You can go as well. 55 seconds. That will do. Okay, we're staying with 55. This one running at 38 seconds. Up in Baltimore. Let's get rid of that one that did nothing. Just there. 42 seconds. Let's get rid of this one here too. 48 seconds. Okay, we'll leave that as it is. Alright, are we looking at positives now? In fact, it looks like we are. It certainly looks like we are looking at positives. So, Newport is making money. Newport 01 is making money. Despite being 27 seconds, I feel like there is an opportunity here to improve slightly. There you go. That's making money now. McAllen, that was always making money. New York and McAllen. New Orleans is making money. Springfield is making money. Baltimore's making money. Norwalk's making money. New Haven is making money. Let's fast forward that and see if any more of these start improving. Let's see. new vehicle is available. Class 9000. Yes, we're going to ignore that. Now, what I'm at least looking for is things reducing. So at least it's getting better. And if we have a look at the finances, you can see there, admittedly, that was probably because, did I sell a number of things? No, that is positive. And look at the railways as well. 62 million on the railways. That might just be from changing the oil. And, ooh, we're still losing. I'm waiting for this to get to the next quarter, I guess. Whatever it is. So we went from minus 1.3 million, or loss of 1.3 million, to a loss of 900k, to a loss of 50k. Our maintenance has come down. Our maintenance on the roads is fine. Yep, that's fine. This is fairly stable. But our maintenance has come down slowly. So now we're at 6.4. That's probably going to go up to 7. But we would have saved almost $1 million in maintenance. Come on. I'm not sure. There's a positive. Look at that. We saved about $1 million in maintenance. And we're making... That's going into the... That's fantastic. It is working. Whatever we've done, it is working. Now I just need to see this work for, let's say, 2 in a row. If I see this working for 2 in a row, that's positive. Because if it's a one-off might not be representative of what we are trying to do. And of course it does take time for the changes to go through as well, so now would be a great time to be able to see if passenger numbers are going to be up or if we are going to have problems. You can see there the tickets are fairly stable there. 1, 2, 3, that's fairly stable in ticket numbers. So let's have a look. Maintenance again, I'm hoping the maintenance stays around this figure. You can see that the maintenance on the roads has dropped a little, but not by much, so that isn't going to make too much of a difference. It's really these two figures here that make all the difference. I mean, this figure there is exactly the same for both of those periods. And you can see there that we've gone from a total of 42 million to 62 million, 63, almost to 68 million for the same periods. Now I'm not seeing this doing fantastically, but it is doing better. But not fantastic, and that's a slight concern there. Now, if ticket numbers are around the same, and then we still make a profit due to lower maintenance, that is good. But if ticket numbers are rising, we basically need to find the offsets between these two, and then normalize it for each year. So that would then balance up the increase in passenger numbers, for example. And that's sort of how we do it. So it's a percentage rise as opposed to hard figures. Now this is looking like this could be a loss again. Potentially. 248, there it goes again. It just keeps dropping down. Massive drops. Okay, it was just in the positive, just. That's fine. Okay, we'll let that go for now, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, this is certainly improving, but this is not yet quite what we want. Concord 02. 78 seconds. No, that's not the one I'm after. I saw Baltimore 02. Here we go. What's wrong with you guys? Let's just drop 2 random ones on Baltimore 02. There we go. Brings us up to 38 seconds. Santa Ana. Where's Santa Ana? There it is. Santa Ana is... yeah, that's alright. Port St. Lucie, they're within the range, so... maybe they just do not need that kind. Okay, let's have a look at the railways a little bit again for the last few minutes. Let's go back to... let's jump over back to Miami, wherever Miami is. McAllen, going this way. Miami is up here. There we go. Let's take a look at these oil railways. Okay, are we making more of a profit now than we were before? The answer is no. The answer is no. Profits are down because running costs are up. But the profits is up, the revenue is up a little bit, but the running costs are up a lot. That being said, is that enabling... look at Miami fuel. I think that might just be enabling my... no, still not doing it. The losses are not as great. You can see here the losses were worse. So the losses are not as great as they were before. But it isn't ideal. Interesting. Interesting. It's this. This needs to be able to push to 400. It is pushing though. It is pushing, but it can only take 48 hours at a time. We need to find another place for us to get oil, not oil, refined oil, not just crude. That's down here. That is going to be a whole different problem. I mean, we've still got fuel to try and ship to these towns. And how's Concord doing anyway with everything? 90 and 100%. It is doing well. It is certainly doing well. Finally grown on this side. Makes a change. 441. Okay, and how about Norwalk? How are you doing? 501, 515, but going down to 501. That isn't too bad. That is not too bad either. And of course we do have buildings now on this side. Okay, so what am I thinking here? What are we looking at? Miami fuel still loses massive amounts of money. What about these quarry runs? How are you? You guys are essentially full the entire time through. Are you not? You are sort of. It isn't bad. So, but you are losing money the entire time through. We either lose money or break even. Lose money or break even. Okay. What else loses a lot of money? The Wood Run. Springfield. Which one's that? Ah, that is this short run here. Now, why are you losing so much money? Surely there's always enough for you. I guess perhaps the trains are just old? You're doing 40 miles per hour. It's almost a full load. I cannot see how we're going to improve upon this. And do you lose money? No, you make money. Okay. Well, that is where I'm going to end it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2, leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. We have managed to make a difference. As you can see, we have gone from negative to positive, but maybe just not quite as much as I was hoping. If you can support me on Patreon, you'll find me at www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would help me out a massive amount. And you can also find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and just because I can, there you go. That is all from me, and I will see you next time in Transport Fever 2.